Tonight we join you from San Francisco. The Pirates begin a 4-game series against the Giants here at AT Park, and it's an important series for both teams. As both clubs looking at the wild card picture, it is a packed bunch, but the Pirates can keep the Giants in the rear view and start to make their way up the standings with a good showing here in San Fran. And welcome to the Bay Area. Welcome to the booth. Joe Block and Bob Walk with you here tonight as the Pirates look to build on a very strong showing in Denver. They took that series at Colorado, and in large part because of Adam Frazier.
He was unbelievable. We've always thought that this guy could be a great hitter if he was an everyday player. And since he's been called back up, he's been shown as exactly why we think that. Not only singles, batting average, but he's been the quality hits, slugging percentage, wearing out everybody with doubles. And look at that play he made on defense. You're looking to get his bat in that lineup. When he plays defense like that, makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, that saved the game yesterday as we look at our Barrel Automotive League leaders, and he's among all of them. This is for all hitters since he's come back from the minor leagues.
And you look at those numbers, that's why he's in the lineup, even against the lefty.
And so Adam Frazier in there today. He'll be the leadoff man for the Buccos. Ivan Nova will be the starting pitcher as the Pirates begin 4 here in San Francisco. It's the Pirates and the Giants coming up next here on AT Sportsnet. Action 4 games here, a big weekend, big road trip for the Buccos. Bill and the boys looking to see what they can do. And first it starts with pitching. We've seen some good pitching from the Pirates starting lately, really on this road trip. And Ivan Nova next in line to try to do that same thing and provide that foundation.
Yeah, that was a big part of the story in Colorado. It was the starting pitching. And it was kind of unusual to see that happen in Colorado, but it did, and we need to keep it going here tonight, these next 4 games against these Cardinals, or excuse me, against these Giants. But Nova hasn't pitched all that well of late, so he's going to have to step it up. Needs to cut down the pitches he's throwing every inning and get back to being more efficient.
Yeah, last year leading with the fewest pitches per inning in baseball last year for starting pitchers. And here he'll be facing the Giants and Andrew McCutchen. What's he been up to here with the Giants? We'll check in on him and what the Giants have been doing when we return here on AT Sportsnet. To take on the Giants, Andrew McCutchen getting set and ready. And we recall the last time that these two teams faced one another. You see all the different names there. There are 6 players active. It doesn't even include Hunter Strickland, who was in the Pirates minor league system. 6 former Pirates on the Giants right now. They've got a number of other ties to Pittsburgh as well. So you see a lot of different familiar faces. You'll know why tonight, as this has become Pittsburgh West here in San Francisco. Of course, McCutchen part of that. And his homecoming back in May, it was a good showing for him and an emotional time for fans and a good series for Kutch.
Yeah, he played very well. It was a game that I'm sure that he was glad to get behind. He probably was a little case of nerves, I would think, coming in, but he hit the ball well, played some good baseball, and I think he was pleased. The fans did what they needed to do, welcoming him back, and I thought it was a great night. And there you can see what he's done this season, and they're off to kind of a slow start, but then they moved him into that leadoff spot. He's been doing well since then.
Yeah, he'll be batting first for the Giants again here tonight. Moving over to right field, of course, with San Francisco. The third baseman is Evan Longoria. The Giants are trading for a couple of veterans in the offseason.
Yeah, there again, they wanted more from him than he was giving them. But since coming off the DL, he's been hitting the ball really well. So perhaps tonight we'll have to be very careful with both those guys.
Now, the Giants have been one of the lower scoring teams so far in baseball this season. The Pirates hope to keep that strong pitching going. Nova against Suarez, the pitching matchup. First of 4 from San Francisco, and we've got baseball next right here on AT Sportsnet.
Law firm of Bordas & Bordas. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. Let's go Bucks!
And what a picturesque setting here at San Francisco, AT Park, bordering China Basin, nicknamed McCovey Cove right here. And of course, as we always see the black and gold represented here in San Fran. Big series. The Giants still trying to hold on to their wild card hopes here. And the Pirates are trying to make this another series win here on the road.
Yeah, the Pirates, they knew going into this month how important it is. And it's going to be a bunch of teams that you're in direct competition with, either for the wild card or, when we're playing the Cubs, you got to still keep that in mind, that you might be able to climb up there and win the division. So every night from here on out, it's extremely important, no matter what team you're playing.
And the Giants having a rough go of it. They've lost 4 of 5. Have had trouble scoring runs lately. That's why they shook up their lineup. And the Pirates going to have a different leadoff hitter tonight. Adam Frazier back atop the order with the lefty starting tonight. No Corey Dickerson in the Pirates RAV4 lineup. Starling Marte will bat second. Moving up in the stolen base charts, Polanco and Freese cleaning up, with Diaz getting the start behind the plate against the left-hander. Why not? The Joshers, Bell and Harrison. Jordy Mercer hits 8th in front of Ivan Nova.
Take a look at Suarez's numbers. They're not all that great, but he does pitch much better in this ballpark than he does on the road. So we'll see what happens tonight. He likes to throw a lot of fastballs, a lot of cutters. Those are a couple of favorite pitches of his. Not a hard thrower, average velocity.
And he's had a rough go of it lately as well. Last 4 starts at ERA near 8. So he'll try out the defense behind him, the Honda defense, with Andrew McCutchen out there in right. And Hanson and Duggar from left and center. Longoria, Crawford, Panic, and Slater around the horn. There's the AL Gold Glover at third last year. Buster Posey does the catching for the Giants. Frazier, left-handed batter, but has always hit lefties well throughout his career. And the way that he's been swinging the bat, how do you take him out of the lineup right now?
And the way he's playing defense.
Good point. Yeah.
That was. He's given you no reason why he should be sitting on the bench.
Yeah, that saved the game yesterday. A few minutes ago, you saw that. Playing in left field tonight, that play was made at second.
Got to find a place for him then. Get that bat in the lineup.
Pirates' second look at Suarez this season. Back in that May series.
First look was good.
5 runs in 4 innings against him. And, right about after that, ran off a good stretch of starts, but has fallen on harder times since then. The Giants have had to come up with some starters this year. A lot of injuries in their rotation. And Frazier stays red hot. He's going to try to run on McCutchen, and he is out.
A pretty darn good throw by Kutch coming in there. He did a great job of reading that wall. Of course, he's been in this right field for quite a bit now. And he knew what kind of angle that ball was going to bounce, got to it right away, and put an accurate throw down.
A little bit of hesitation by Frazier around the bag.
He round the ball off, get in a throwing position as he was fielding it. Frazier trying to get in that back door, couldn't do it. Same step on the other side of the ball as he was picking it up, put himself in position to make that throw.
And Marte, that bunt will roll foul. So it goes as a single for Frazier. The 8th outfield assist for McCutchen. Now, who's he cheering for? I want the Pirates to win, but I want Kutch to do well, right? Or something like that. You know, he's extra motivated. Anytime you play your ex-team. especially with so many friends on the team. You want, hey, you know, I'll get my ex-teammates here. That one looked like a bunt.
Oh. It was like a bunt throw at first base. It rolled it over there.
So an excuse me swing, a little swing and bunt. One hop throw on the underhand.
Whoops.
And Slater over there, coolly fielding it. Polanco with 2 away.
Pretty good wind blowing out tonight. See Polanco get into one.
Maybe play Pepper with that right field wall out there.
I'll put one in the McCovey Cove. That would be what I'd like to see.
Yeah, that's really deep out there to right center. Triples alley, 421, but down the line.
365 right behind Cutch.
Yeah, 309 down the line. So you get it high enough, get out of here rather quickly.
Yeah, you could probably hit it about 350 and reach the water.
Yeah, that's Triples alley out there. Run for days if you one hop one out that way. Deepest part of the park. Pretty true out to left center and center. On to Slater. So a hit, but nothing more for the Buccos, who are turned aside in the first. Always a fun place, lively atmosphere here at AT Park. So Ivan Nova is set to see what Bruce Bochy's got in mind. His 9 tonight for the homestanding Giants. And Andrew McCutchen is the leadoff man with Buster Posey in front of Evan Longoria, who's had a lot of experience against Nova. Crawford, Slater, and Hanson the middle of the order. Panik, Duggar, and Suarez round out the San Francisco batting order.
See Ivan's numbers on the season. 22 games now. He's only got 25 walks, but 10 of those have come, I think, in the last half dozen starts.
Yeah. Now he's limited the home run ball. 1 in his last 4 starts combined, but more walks. McCutchen up to 261. Not the same power. Career low in slugging, but of course in this ballpark not as conducive as some. More of a doubles and triples type park than a home run park.
Doubles and triples help slugging.
Oh, sure, no doubt. If you look at the 12 on the home run,
you always say it's the quality. It's an indicator of quality.
Right. Slugging percentage.
I've always liked that.
Lofted out to left, and Frazier gets back at Kutch after he threw him out.
Yep. I don't know if catching a pop-up is the same as throwing somebody out, but I see what you mean.
Yeah, the best he could do here to start things. Here's the Pirates' defense tonight. Jordy Mercer at short with Josh Harrison, the double play partner. Freese and Bell on the corners. In the outfield, we saw Frazier with Marte and Polanco out there. Elias Diaz gets the start, left-handed starter for the Giants. So Diaz in there, crushes lefties. The Giants catcher is Buster Posey. Has been for some time now. An institution here in San Francisco. Little tap to Freeze. Quickly 2 away. Well, this is a. I mean, it's
one
two
of the
batters
things I wanted
in,
to see.
yeah.
You know, when I was talking to Rob and Ford, talking about Nova, and soft contact on the first couple of pitches of an at bat, that would be great. And we've had that 2 in a row now. Get some quick outs. Get that pitch count back under command.
Well, this seems tailor-made for Noah in that kind of environment because, as I mentioned, he's not going to get burned by the home run ball here as much as other parks. The Giants are in that bottom quarter of teams in terms of scoring runs. They lack power. They've got some guys that can hit for some power, but not that big meaty stretch of sluggers.
Yeah, they've been offensively challenged for most of the season. I think they've kind of maybe come out of it a little bit of late.
Stevie Buckner on the call there.
But it's been a tough year where they have a lot of injuries in their pitching.
On the backhand, Freeze gets another assist, and Nova with a very quick inning. Good start for the Buccos. Here, 0-0 through 1.
Francisco and Robbie, it's Mikowski. Well, Chris Archer publicly said when he got to Pittsburgh, he is not going to wear Andrew McCutchen's number 22. And I had a chance to ask Andrew McCutchen his thoughts and reaction to that, and that is coming your way right after this pitch. Joe?
Okay, thanks, Robbie. And let's hear for what Chris Archer had to say.
Something I don't take lightly, and just really appreciative of the words that he had. He didn't have to say that, and even if he, didn't want to take my number. He didn't have to go out of his way and say those things. So, you know, pretty special to hear that from a player of his caliber, and you know, definitely gained even more respect than I already had for him.
Very classy and expected answer by Andrew McCutchen to a very classy gesture by Chris Archer, Joe and Bob. And the one thing Andrew McCutchen did say was that if they were to have a discussion, Andrew said, I'm not going to tell any of you guys, that stuff stays in-house, if those two were to have a conversation about it, which they did not have to this point in time. But who knows, with a 4-game series this weekend, maybe the two will have a chance to talk about that, but we'll never know the details of it.
Well, thanks, Robbie. Yeah, and I think a lot of folks were wondering, well, you know, why did Archer switch numbers? But in the time that we're getting to know Chris Archer, very aware of just about everything that's going on, it seems like. So you come to a new team. Well, the man in the middle between 22 and 24, David Freese. And that happens a lot of times too. You know, when a notable player moves on to a new team, they don't issue that number right away usually. I mean, it's sometimes it kind of kept in reserve.
Time of morning.
Well, sure. I mean, you know, it's kind of an unwritten rule. A lot of teams will do that. Sometimes teams will not issue a number for a great deal of time. For instance, the Pirates don't issue number 7 for Chuck Tanner. Just kind of a mode of respect. Not retired, but so certain things that take place behind the scenes. Robbie had the story. In fact, Freese, when he came to the Pirates, remember he was signed in spring training, and you know, there are a lot of numbers that have been issued when it comes to spring training. Initially, they put 7 on his back, and he's understood why 7 meant so much to Pittsburgh, and he said, you know, I'd rather have a different number. Give me another number. I don't want to take Chuck Tanner's number. So I thought that was an interesting and another aware thing that Freese did a couple of years back.
That was Bonds' first number was 7.
That's right, yeah. Barry Bonds will have his number retired by the Giants here on Saturday. I think I know what's behind that right there.
You think?
It'll be a big ceremony. There'll be some of the Pirates teammates. Jim Leland is expected to be here. Bobby Bonilla. It'll be a nice pregame ceremony on Saturday. Celebrate his playing career. Of course, predominantly with the Giants, but of course began with the Pirates.
First 6 years, black and gold.
I was talking with Trevor Williams yesterday, who both ASU alums, and said he was excited to hopefully get to meet Barry. He hasn't yet to meet him. Even the Pirates players anticipating Saturday. There's Trevor. So I saw him once. Didn't get a chance to introduce himself. That'll be a festive day. And we'll have a lot of that for you. And Barry will be with Brownie and Rock on Saturday night. That'll be fun. That'll be worth tuning in for, to see all that. One and 2 on Diaz.
Suarez taking his time once he gets somebody on base. Still not there. Finally, they get a sign down. Maybe it's Posey that's taking so much time.
Diaz has fouled away 4 of them.
Pitcher always gets blamed for the slowness of the pace, but it's not always their fault. He's ready right now, but nobody else is. Posey looking in the dugout.
Out to left to deep. And Hansen turning around. There it goes. A home run for Elias Diaz.
Diaz knew it was gone. He hit that one very well.
That was worth the wait. Home run number 8.
Hopefully that's the first of 2 or 3 of them tonight for the Pirates. The way that wind's blowing, should be carrying.
Diaz has hit lefties so well this year.
Pirates got to keep rolling. A breaking ball down and in.
And Bell sends one soaring into the evening. Wow! Back-to-back pitches. Diaz and Bell homer for the Buccos.
Yeah, both of them kind of in that same place, that down and in part of the strike zone. Just dropping the bat to it. And that one was crushed. That was one of those majestic home runs. Very high, no doubt.
Diaz and Bell go back-to-back, and the Buccos already lead 3-0.
Kind of the same spot.
First home run as a righty this year for Bell.
Yeah, quit shaking hands yet. Another one went out. Pete and repeat.
So already a quick chat. So Bell's 7th home run. In his 2nd game off the disabled list. That's good to see him hit one right-handed too. And now Jay 3 runs across already. And 3 balls and no strikes. Suarez coming in, the ERA close to 8 over his last 4 starts. And right-handed batters have really hit him hard in that span. They've hit 7 home runs in those 5 starts now. It's loading up their lineup with righties. Bell, of course, a switch hitter. A lot of early smiles. It's a big road trip. Pirates know it. Guys not in there tonight. A couple of lefties, Dickerson and Moran. He sent that foul. That one slammed right out to Hansen for the first out. Another former Bucco out there.
Suarez not really fooling a lot of people right now. Hey, that ball is just a little bit down the line or into the gap. That's extra bases. Just happened to be right at him.
Now Mercer, number 8 hitter. Takes that curve for a strike. .260 for Jordy. He's hit lefties better and better as the year's going on. Soft liners the 2nd out. Pirates on this road trip go to Minnesota after this and then return home for the next homestand August 16th through the 22nd. There'll be a 4-game weekend series against the Cubs. You know that'll be a big one. And 3 games against the Braves, who are in the wild card hunt as well. And a free shirt Friday, Dollar Dog Night on August 17th. Zambelli fireworks on the 18th. Kids Day on the 19th. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Go to pirates.com/tickets. See if Ivan Nova can get in on the action. One for 41. Back to Suarez. They'll clear the pitcher's spot in the second. More importantly, they put 3 on the board. Home runs by Diaz and Bell. And the Buccos enjoy an early lead here in San Fran. On an offensive display, Elias Diaz going yard, and then Josh Bell sending one deep into the seats. Buccos get 3 here in inning number 2. Good start here in San Francisco on the UPMC scoreboard. 3-0 Buccos.
Got to win every day. That's all. Just day at a time, night at a time, game at a time. Come out inning at a time, for that matter. Just keep plugging away.
So far, the man on the left there feeling a little bit better.
Got his road hat on.
Nova, 9-pitch first inning, got a couple of ground ball outs early.
That
soft contact.
Vintage Nova, that first inning.
Need that. Brandon Crawford started the All-Star game at short. He's had an up and down affair this year. Got really hot back in June.
Been pretty good of late, hasn't he? The last few games.
Yeah, kind of a
up and down still.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but a lot of guys you can say that, all right? That's why you play 162. I think every time we see him for the first time, we think of him as a villain.
He's hit Nova pretty decent.
5 for 11.
I'd see him come up with the bases empty like this all night long.
Yeah, 11 home runs, which you know, this phase of the season, that still not that much, but
a changeup. Take a look. Something outside. No, backdoor curveball. Started off the plate just a little bit, right over the outside corner.
Nice idea.
Nice pitch. I don't think that was the plan.
Yeah.
Looking to where Diaz gave the target, but It's results that matter.
And usually, you know, that curveball, looking at the numbers today, last 2 seasons, he's been one of the best when righty batters put that curveball in play, or the at bats end in a curveball. He's finishing those guys off. The lefties have had better success because, as you mentioned, that changeup, right? I mean, that's not been something he throws all that often, and when it does, it's mixed results.
I was looking at this swing there from Crawford. He was just way out in front of that pitch. I thought it might be a chain. I saw that it was away from him. So normally you see that, you're thinking changeup, but it was a curveball that was out there.
A little chop by Slater. Mercer says, whatever, Preppy.
Nice little play there. Good bare hand pickup. And again, a couple of quick outs.
I just like to see when the ball's on the ground from Nova.
He's thrown 16 pitches. He's been this year averaging over 16 pitches per inning, which for most guys, no big deal, but he's only done that twice in his career. He's averaged over 16 pitches. So he's had a little tough time putting guys away. Nice first pitch there. Perfect spot.
And you mentioned that too, and I was looking that up today because I was thinking the same thing. You know, a lot of foul balls we've seen, and with 2 strikes, the second highest batting average against him among starting pitchers. So that means that, you know, they're still getting some hits. They're still getting on base sometimes. Not a lot of walks, of course. But that just tells you that, you know, instead of being able to, once you're ahead 2 strikes, I mean, obviously the hitter's in a hole.
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to have the advantage.
Hansen sends one out to Marte. Another 1-2-3 inning for Ivan Nova. Pirates working with a 3-0 lead. No, which one of his teammates is going to hit for the cycle? Indianapolis did that the other night. Pirates top farm club with Kevin Newman and Jacob Stallings with cycles in the same game. But Mookie Betts first in the big leagues this year. Frazier's a quarter of the way there tonight, credited with a single. Since he called him back up, 447 for Frazier.
wonder what a pitcher cycle would be. Pop somebody up, strike them out, ground out to the infield, and the lazy fly.
Well, they get more chances.
Yeah.
You know, a hitter might get 4 or 5 times up to get the 4 sides of a cycle, right?
I don't think that's true. How often do you see a pitcher face somebody for a 4th time?
Oh, I see. You mean against one batter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the entire evening.
No, one batter. Strike out, pop up, ground out, fly out. Pitcher cycle. I just made that up.
Yeah, you did.
I think it's good.
I think you just made that up. Yes. Well, nice play by Panic.
Looked like Frazier.
Ranging to his left, yeah.
Frazier in Colorado.
Panic's won a Gold Glove before.
Frazier runs pretty well, so he didn't get to lay in the grass long. He'd jump right back up.
So taking away a hit, but Marte will pick up one. Base hit up the middle for Starling Marte. Pirates with 5 hits.
Marte hasn't been running all that much last
Until yesterday.
Couple weeks, I guess.
Yeah, until yesterday. I don't think he had stolen a base for 2 weeks, and then picked up a pair yesterday. Now Gregory Polanco. Left on left. Marte with 27 steals. It's tied for 2nd most in the league. He'll run on the first pitch. Test Posey right away, and he'll be in with stolen base 28.
I don't know if I was with you or Greg the other day. I said I think it was because his hand was hurt. Because he loves the head first slide. And you remember after he hurt his hand, he went feet first and got thrown out in Cleveland, and then he quit running.
Good point.
And now that his hand's all right, he's going back head first again. He's off to the races.
He came in on that left hand. That was the hand that got hit.
I just made that up too.
That could be a good
Actually,
observation.
I think I made it up a couple days
No,
ago.
but that's an interesting observation.
It was right after that feet first slide where he got thrown out that he left the game.
Yeah, I have to go back and see situationally too, if there were times where he could run.
With Marte, that's most of the time.
As long as there's nobody on ahead of him or whatever.
Yeah. There's nobody at second base. That's true. You can't run then.
And Slater has to get back to the bag. Marte moves up to 3rd, but now 2 outs. And a 2-out hit from David Freese coming up. Well, even though the Pirates are on the road Saturday at PNC Park, it's hosting an all-star craft beer, wine, and cocktail festival. You can sample more than 300 craft beers and wines, walk the bases, and have a whole lot of fun at PNC Park. Go to ballparkfestival.com/Pittsburgh. That'll be Saturday. Marte getting a sizable lead at 3rd. Longoria playing back.
That's very sizable. It's like halfway. With a lefty, he can't see you.
So what Longoria has to kind of
somebody
regulate
has
that,
to
right?
yell step off. I mean, you can, if you really look over there, you'll see him. But it's not like a right-hander trying to look at a guy taking a lead at first. My guess is lefties really never look to 3rd.
Now 2 strikes on Freese.
If it's me, I'd be throwing for a windup now anyway.
.92 from Suarez. Pirates have at least 1 hit in every inning off him. He's called out on that.
That pitch looked inside. Freeze thought it was.
So the Pirates strand the man at third. Still lead 3-0. Three 3-0 on the UPMC scoreboard. Look like friendly Pirates.
Oh yeah, they are very friendly. I see no cannons or cutlasses.
The SS Privateer making her way to AT Park. I saw someone hoisting the Jolly Roger outside of my hotel room window at a singular flagpole
on a building downtown.
On a building,
wow.
You know, maybe 15 floors up. I said, that's a good sign. So hopefully that will, yes.
Pirates of the Barbary Coast.
Yes, right here. And come to steal 4 wins. First things first, an early lead in game 1.
Got a man there, another easy out.
Panic is gone to start the Giants' 3rd inning. 22 pitches for Nova. 7 up, 7 down. When you pitched in pitchers' parks, did that give you a little more confidence when you took the ball to start the evening?
Yeah, I would say, well, no, not really. No, I think the pitching in a hitter's ballpark kind of gets your attention.
The other way around.
Yeah, the other way around for me.
You knew you had to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You should just ignore all of that stuff and just pitch your game and try to do what you need to do. But a hitter's situation, like with the wind blowing straight out at Wrigley, things like that, that would get into my mind a little bit. A pitcher's ballpark, not so much. I mean, I would, I was always just trying to throw strikes most of the time, so I wasn't doing a lot of pitching anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you can be up there and go, I need to throw a 360-foot
I just didn't want to walk everybody.
Yeah. Just can't allow those 380-foot fly balls.
Yes.
No, you can't. Can't do that.
Now, really, all you should be thinking about is just executing pitches that you and the catcher have agreed on, and after the ball leaves your hand, then other than maybe having to play some defense yourself, then you've done what you can do.
Sent out to center, but Marte there for the 2nd out. Let's take a look at our Allegheny Health Network injury update. Giants starter Johnny Cueto last week underwent Tommy John surgery, ending his season. That'll repair the ulnar collateral ligament in his right elbow, and 3rd year of that 6-year, 9-figure deal. Had been pitching well prior to the injury. Tried to come back had diminished velocity and just wasn't the same. So that's a big blow. Jeff Samardzija getting closer to maybe trying to ramp back up and get active again. He's been on the DL a couple of times this season. Of course, Bumgarner starting the year on the DL. So the Giants have really, after nearly losing 100 games last year, have had to withstand their top 3 starting pitchers missing significant time this year. A friendly hop for Freese. 9 up, 9 down against Ivan Nova. Vintage. Diaz on the home run here. StatCast AI powered by AWS. Hit that at 98 miles an hour. Projected at 379, but the Bell home run, you knew right away that sound. He hit that at nearly 105. Nearly a 400-foot shot for Bell. Pirates collecting 3 runs in the second. I'm going to enjoy a churro. Bell on deck. They went on back-to-back pitches. Off Suarez.
Similar locations. Looks like they're going to try and stay away. A little backdoor to the outside half of the plate.
You give Clinton some credit tonight to getting Diaz in there against the lefty. Coming into tonight hitting 371 with big power against left-handed pitchers all year. So Cervelli never wants to sit, but Diaz has shown that he's been a worthy replacement.
Well, right now Nova's doing a great job, but let's not back off at all. Keep it going. This offense clicking.
Kind of the feeling of the game yesterday in Denver. The Pirates had 8 hits in the first 3 innings, with 3 runs to show for it, and it wasn't until they got an insurance run late, ended up proving to be the margin. Bell started that 8th inning and scored that what would be the go-ahead run on a 9-pitch walk that he drew. Good fundamental game yesterday too. His bounce out to score a run, for instance. The kind of games that Frazier's play to save the tying run from coming across late. Not to mention his 3 hits. Those are the kind of games that the Pirates need to win to leapfrog a whole bunch of teams, make their way to the wild card. There's time to do that, but you got to win. Got to win series. They're going to have to do it on the road. This is a road-laden schedule the rest of the way.
A good test. His first road trip here. They passed it. Colorado. No. See what they can do here at the edge of the bay.
And maybe catch a team while they're down a bit.
Well, you take 3 out of 4 here.
Take 3 out of 4 anywhere. You feel good on the road.
Well, especially against the Giants.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's going to, push them further behind you. Maybe to the point to where they start thinking about throwing in the towel.
Giants come in a game under 500 tonight. It's snuck back over the outer edge. Two-out situation for Josh Harrison against Suarez.
Okay, hit the ball well his first at bat. Didn't get anything for it. Line drive to left. That'll work.
A worm burner. So a 2-out base hit. Pirates have had at least one in every inning. The Pony League World Series returns to Washington, PA this weekend, and you can catch the action right here on AT Sportsnet. Our coverage begins tomorrow at 5:30 when Bay County, Michigan takes on the Dominican Republic, and then the host team from Washington takes on the Bronx, New York, Saturday at noon. And we'll air the championship game live on Wednesday, August 15th at 7:30 p.m. The Pony League World Series. Cool event. And another southern reaches. See if Mercer can come up with a little something here with 2 outs.
This is when he hit the 3-run home run, right? 2 outs.
I was thinking the same thing. I was trying to remember. He had a big hit with 2 outs not that long ago. Yeah, he's been swinging a better bat lately.
I remember it because I said, oh, they probably won't give me anything to hit.
Oh, it was the first pitch. Yeah, that's right.
Because the pitcher's on deck and there's 2 outs and a couple guys on, and sure enough, they went right down the middle and he hit it out. Cost him 3 runs.
440-foot plus home run. You got Nova. Was among the lesser hitting pitchers out there.
I think that was Tyone's game.
That one laced, but foul.
Mercer's just missed a couple. First time up, he lined out to Longoria at third, and this one, same thing, lines down. This time gets it over Longoria's head, but look how much that ball hooked. Ended up going foul for him.
Probably fair in Colorado. Doesn't have as much spin on it, probably. We're a little lower here in San Francisco. I think when we landed, it said we were 5 feet above sea level.
Sounds about right.
When the grounds crew cleans up the batter's box at the end of the night, they might hit the water table.
Sea level is not far away.
Yeah. Always a pretty setting at twilight. Some of the ports. You can also see the Oakland Coliseum. To Slater. Two-out base runner left on for the Buccos.
It's time for the Toyota all-wheel drive RAV4th inning. Toyota, what drives you?
Here from San Francisco, the Pirates hold the advantage 3-0. Jordy Mercer lining out to in the inning. He's lined out a couple of times here tonight. Look what I found. Hello.
Nothing you can do about that. You can't control where it goes. Just try to hit the ball hard every time you can. Look at him. Getting a little frustrated.
There'll be one that falls in tonight.
He's yelling at Jay to get over here.
They're going to shift McCutchen. They got a scouting report on him. So. Statcast shows us that. Jay Hay on the left side. Flat out to left to start the game. He's been batting in the leadoff spot for Bruce Bochy. And down on strikes. Nicely placed by Nova.
Yeah, Nova's command of his fastball is very good tonight. He's been able to nail that, really both sides of the plate very well. That's one of the big differences right now in the way he is pitching. Look at that ball there. Had a little tail. Came right back to the strike zone. Beautiful pitch.
At 94. Nicely framed by Diaz, too.
Same thing right there. Look at that.
Yeah, if he's got that working tonight, good luck.
If he's got that working, if he can do that just do that every pitch. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. 3 times in a row.
Well, that's what, when we see Nova, I mean, it's that and then a little curveball when you need to get him off of it. And he can just go right along.
Oh, just missed. But you can see what they're doing. They're just playing inside outside with the corners, the edges. Ray's got to be loving what he's seeing right now.
Smiling on the inside.
Yeah, there was the hook. I'm not even sure if that was necessary right there.
Yeah, I mean,
throw that same little pitch with the little tail back to the corner.
There you go.
Tried to. And that one really didn't come back. It came out of his hand a little different. Didn't have the same spin on it. Didn't quite get the same movement.
Oh, dying out there. 11 up, 11 down for Nova. MLB.TV now available at a lower price for $49.99. You can watch every out-of-market regular season game, plus get a free subscription to MLB At Bat Premium. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV. Take advantage of this special offer. Longoria.
I was thinking about that last pitch that Nova threw. It was right down the middle. It was center cut. He just didn't want to walk him, saying, here, put this ball in play, and he got a nice little fly out. And the question you asked me earlier about ballparks, does it give you more confidence? The game situation, I think, is probably what had more effect on me than anything else, and it's probably the same with a lot of pitchers. You get a 3-run lead, that's more important than being in a pitcher's ballpark. Even in a hitter's ballpark, you get a nice big lead, there's nobody on base, you'll be aggressive and go after the strike zone rather than walk people. Because, I mean, nothing builds a nice inning for the other team than a couple of walks. So, so you make those guys hit their way on if they're going to get on once you get a nice solid lead. As you can see, he did with Longoria.
Couldn't find a spot there. 4-pitch walk. First base runner for the Giants.
But that, I think, has more of an effect if you get a comfortable lead, especially if you get it up to 4 or 5 runs. That'll have more of an effect, I think, on your style of pitching than the actual ballpark.
Yeah, Nova didn't want to do that there.
No, I was kidding around.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that happens, but it does. Your control, your command is perfect several innings in a row, and then all of a sudden, for no reason, a 4-pitch walk just pops out of nowhere.
Yeah, you don't want a shaky-handed surgeon. And that's, you know, it's one minute you're right there, and the next minute, okay, all right, can't get this to work. If pitchers could always do what they wanted to do, it would be a very boring game.
Like a video game.
Softly hit. Gets a little bouncer to end the inning. Man left for the Giants. Nova and the Buccos leading 3-0.
Thing 3-0 is the score. Well, players once again are going to be able to wear whatever they want on the back of their jerseys for the second straight year for MLB's Players Weekend. It takes place the weekend of August 24th through 26th when the Pirates play at the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, here's some of the notable new players and the nicknames that they're wearing. So you see Flaco Fuerte, which means skinny strong, on the back of Chris Archer, and we'll get a look here in a second at the rest of some of the other cool ones. How about Colin Morant embracing the nickname Redbeard? He's going to wear Redbeard on the back of his jersey. Keone Kela is going to go with Key. And how about Corey Dickerson? C. Dizzle. Rich Rodriguez. Perro Flaco means skinny dog. All cool stuff. Very creative nicknames. And the coolest one, Joe and Bob, has to be this. Remember Shane Bieber, pitcher for the Cleveland Indians, who the Pirates faced a couple weekends ago at Progressive Field? Remember that guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there's another famous Bieber out there. The back of his jersey for Players Weekend is going to read, "Not Justin." Pretty creative on that one.
I like it. I like it. You know, and for the Giants, they have their first baseman tonight wanted to wear AC Slater from the old show Saved by the Bell, and the baseball said you have to get permission. I think NBC still owns that show. He got it last year. He went on the DL and never got to wear it. Well, this year he's active, but he forgot to get permission. He needs it every year, so he can't wear AC Slater. So Saved by the Bell fans out there are going to miss out. That's fun. I like this Players Weekend. I think the uniforms are a little bright, but I like that players can show their individuality and personality. I think that's so fun because it's just it's something cool for the fans.
Guys used to do that with warm-up jackets, batting practice, stuff like that. In the old days, you'd see guys with different things on their back. The Giants had a third baseman, and he had Hoover on the back of his jacket. I can't remember now who it was. It was a guy that left-hand hitter, Grant Jackson, came in to face him when Covey went to left field. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Somebody will probably say it at some point. Takes it home knowing, listen to the game. He knows exactly who it was because he hit the ball to Teague, as a matter of fact. But yeah, you could do that a little bit in the old days, and it was kind of fun. But then it kind of clamped down on that individualism type stuff. And, I don't know, maybe they're relaxing things a little bit now.
Yeah, concentrating it for Players Weekend coming up in a couple weeks. Like Brad Boxberger. He's going to have a box emoji and a burger emoji on the back of his shirt. That's fun. Remember, the Pirates were the first team to wear them with the Cardinals in Williamsport. They wore those special jerseys in advance of Players Weekend last year. The inaugural Little League Classic. Frazier running on the pitch and out towards center. Duggar's very good out there, hauling it in for the second out.
Yeah, off the bat, that looked like it had a chance. And Marte laughing a little about it.
They really like his glove.
Yeah, when you see that outfielder kind of turn and run, then you like your chances, but nice play.
And Frazier running on the pitch, stopped at second. Wait to see. And then had to retreat. A little thievery out there. It's okay, Marte knows a thing or two about that.
Deep out that way. Get out by the little stands in right center. That's a ways. Got to have a fast outfielder to get out there.
Triples alley. That's a foul ball. Yeah, down the line to 339 to left, not bad. 399 to center. That's very reasonable, but that 421 to center. Triples alley with that high wall out there too. It can deflect away from a fielder if you're not comfortable out there. So to the left of that yellow line, it's a home run. And to the right of it, you got to hit it up into those seats. Two strikes. And he strikes out Polanco. Pirates leave on a man, but still lead 3-0. San Francisco. Pirates enjoying a 3-0 lead here in the fifth. One questions by Diaz and Bell. Look at some of our social media. Thanks to Point Park. Chris Archer posing for a pregame photo. Some of the new fans he's getting to meet. Thanks for watching tonight. Staying up late. Always enjoy that for the night owls out there, the third shifters. Take us along with you at work. How about our hardworking nurses out there, right? They're working 24 hours a day. They're staffing our hospitals every night. Base hit for Slater. That's the first hit for the Giants tonight here in the 5th inning.
Yeah, good clean one, line drive out to the outfield.
Broke back, but up.
Yeah, pretty much, whether he wanted to or not, threw one right down the pipe.
That was the hardest hit ball off Nova tonight. Haven't had a lot of those. And a bunt. A roll foul. Alan Hansen trying to work his way on.
A good idea by Hansen. Brought the tying run to the plate if he would have been successful. And this is one of those balls too where it's either a foul or a base hit. And nobody's going to throw you out when you put it that close to the line.
Hansen runs well. Out to left center. Finds a gap. Slater heading home. And Hansen in at third with a triple.
That's too bad. They were giving him that gap, and that's where he hit it. And with nobody out, having him go all the way to third base was not good.
Again, kind of moved back over the middle of the plate.
But you can see there, Marte was playing in right center. So he had a long way to go, and then he bobbled the ball trying to get it off the fence, and I think that's really what allowed Hansen to easily get into third base. When he couldn't pick it up, from that point on, it was no contest.
Now a 2-run game. Hansen with his team-leading 4th triple. Panic showing the bunt. A little ground ball or a fly ball gets the Giants a run here. Freese was already playing in at third anyway, trying to hold Hansen close.
And he's got Bell playing way back. He takes that with him, he's going to score the run with ease. That might have been what he was thinking about doing, is just pulling that bunt with him over toward first base. Hansen runs very well, as you mentioned earlier, and as we just saw with him going to third. So just about anything in the infield scoring.
And some activity for the Giants. Reyes Maranta has been very good at getting righties out. With a lot of righties in the lineup tonight. Suarez's spot comes up in this inning.
Oh, get him in.
It's a big first out. Panic pops to Freese. So Hansen, after his RBI triple there with 1 out. Duggar has lined out his only trip, hitting .300 with runners in scoring position. Splitting time between AAA Sacramento some of that pinpoint command that Nova has possessed dulling somewhat here in the 5th inning. Suarez right now in the on deck circle, but with activity that might bat for him. Hunter Pence is ready if called upon. Bruce Bochy might wait to see what happens here with Duggar. 95 down and in.
No big pitch coming up. Be huge to get a strikeout here. Pop fly, just anything along those lines.
An unproductive out. And instead, a base hit. Hansen trots in, and the Giants make it a 1-run affair.
Nova probably wanted to get that breaking ball down a little bit more, get it out of the strike zone. He left it up high enough. And I think Duggar's in a little bit of a 2-strike approach here, so anything that's going to be off speed is going to be hit pretty good if it's in that strike zone.
Ninth RBI. And now he represents the tying run here in the 5th. Gorkis Hernandez will pinch hit for Suarez. Goes 5 innings tonight. Down the line. Falling untouched in the bullpen.
I guess this is the last ballpark, isn't it? With the you have the bullpens and
at least in this league,
down the
right?
lines.
Yeah. Hey, you always know when someone's getting up. I think they have it at the Trop.
Who it is?
In St. Pete, the Rays. Maybe still in Oakland. Can't quite remember. Right there. Coliseum quiet tonight. They hosted the Dodgers to the A's last night.
Wasting a lot of electricity.
Maybe they're doing some work on the field. I think the Las Vegas Raiders are going to play in Oakland tomorrow night. They haven't moved yet. What, last year, right, for the Raiders? Here?
Don't know.
2 more years, we're told. Okay. Ball and a strike on Hernandez, who has had some.
What are they building in Vegas? A pyramid? I mean, how long does it take?
Hernandez with 13 home runs this year. That's going to move a runner into scoring position.
I think you said it. Nova has definitely
lost the command right now. Super sharp, And that 2-out 4-pitch walk to Longoria last inning. And here in the 5th has not been the same. He was cruising. Retired the first 11 in a row. Trying to limit it to 2 here in the 5th inning. Only 1 out. Fastball well out of the zone. Now Hernandez last year did not hit a home run. 19 pitch inning for Nova already.
You certainly can see that there is a big difference in him right now than the other 4 innings.
Oof, big cut. Duggar at second with 1 out. Out to Freeze. Called a foul ball.
Probably a good thing. I think he was going to be safe. Definitely a foul ball.
Yeah, prior to the bag. Let's see, Hernandez was slowing up after hearing the call.
Yeah, if he would have, if it hadn't been called, if it had been called fair, he would have ran through the bag.
Oh, yeah.
He would have beat that. That was definitely a break that ball went into foul territory.
Pirates pen starting to get some activity. Big 3-2 coming from Nova. On the ground to Mercer. That's the second out. Richard Rodriguez getting loose down the right field line.
Fireman.
Yes, he has. Been the best in the league at stranding inherited runners.
He has been very, very good at that. Santana hasn't been too bad. But Rodriguez definitely, that's been his calling card.
You got to give McCutchen here. With the tying run at third and 2 outs, 2 in for the Giants here in the 5th. Good curve. With 2 outs and runners in scoring position, hitting .139. There are 2 outs, and that man is at third. Might have something in his eye. Now the 1-2. Out to Mercer. Uses that good arm to get McCutchen to end the inning. Giants pick up 2. And the Pirates cling to the lead here in San Fran.
Sportsnet is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We'll beat anybody's price. Find out more at barrel.com. And by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates and fans like you. Let's go Bucks!
Pirates here in San Francisco have a 3-2 lead now. The Giants picking up a pair in the 5th inning. The trolley. Always reminds me of Mr. Rogers. Or Daniel Tiger these days in our household.
We watch a lot of Daniel Tiger when the grandkids are over.
And now Reyes the Giant. He has been one of the best at limiting hits. He stifles right-handed power, so smart call with the Pirates righty-laden lineup. After Suarez got through the 2 lefties atop the order.
Got some lefties we can throw at him though. If we get some guys on base.
Riding that turbulent 5th, but keeping the Pirates in the lead. A chilly night here. Noble with the jacket on. And maybe a little bit more for those who are a little cooler. Yeah, it changes. Once that sun goes down.
I'm not sure it's that chilly out here. Yeah. It's not like Candlestick.
The old Giants Park, right?
Yeah, go south, I don't know, 5 miles maybe. Temperature drops about 30 degrees.
I guess it depends on where you're from, right?
It's cold here no matter where you're from. Maybe not here in this ballpark, but in the old ballpark it would be
howling, right?
Yes, it's just ask Mark Twain.
Wish you could.
It'd be fun, right?
The old story of during the All-Star game, Stu Miller got blown off the mountain, and he stumbled. That's how much the wind would whip up a pitcher, 5'9" pitcher, about 150 pounds. Wind was able to knock him off his feet. I know the feeling. He strikes out.
97 up and in. Tough to hit.
Look at our Nissan road ahead. This is a 4-game series. Clay Holmes is going to get the start tomorrow. Clint Hurdle announcing a few hours ago. Derek Holland, the lefty, goes for the Giants, who have yet to name a starter for Saturday. Trevor Williams moves to that night. Joe Musgrove scheduled to go Sunday against Pudge Rodriguez's son, Derek Rodriguez, rookie. Tyone moves ahead. Pirates are off Monday, and then a pair of games at Minnesota's Target Field in interleague play. Those are the only 2 games not against a team that the Pirates are clamoring to compete with for that wild card or for the division in like a month or 5 weeks or so of games. So really every night there's another story.
But even when we go against those guys, as long as
you still need wins.
Yeah, you're going to be looking at the scoreboard and you say, oh, look, Atlanta lost tonight. We got to win this game. Those are the things that you're constantly doing this time of year, hopefully.
Yeah, those are the only 2 that don't have that double importance, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, they say every game means something. If the Pirates keep winning. for a while there, prior to the Pirates' 11-game winning streak. It was starting to look like maybe they wouldn't matter as much. The Pirates played their way back into contention.
They all matter, though. Really, we kind of lose sight of that at sometimes.
I think we magnify some and diminish others, but yeah, I mean every game does.
I mean, look what the difference would be right now if over that one stretch we went about 15 and 30 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say you went 20 and 25.
Still not great, but I mean.
But look what it would do to this, where we'd be at right now.
Yeah, the Pirates.
So, I mean, it is a huge difference. No matter what time of year it is, they all count the same.
Sliced out toward right center, and McCutchen tumbling after making the catch.
Nice diving grab.
Sounded loud off the bat.
It looked like it was going to go in the gap, perhaps.
Thank you from Moronta.
Oh, pitchers love that. Outfielders make a nice play. Picking the grass out of his uni. Work for their clubbing. They get those grass stains out of there. Get the knees. I wonder what they use for grass stains.
Have to ask Bones, right?
They got a pre-treat, I guess. Huh?
Maybe get a little something in there. I'm amazed too. You see the guys that use the pine tar all the way up their bats.
Oh, it's all over them, and then the next day their uniforms are, especially their home unis, are like crisp and perfect looking. How'd they get that out?
I think we need to do a Inside Pirates baseball on laundry.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember in the minor leagues, those guys are up all night. Three-two coming to Bell. His hands in to put it in play. 1-2-3 inning for Moronta. First time tonight the Pirates don't have a hit. Leading by 1. Showcase local artists and tracks on Friday Night Rocks during every Friday Pirates game. Wine and Spirit, our featured performer tomorrow night, as the Bucks take on these Giants on Friday Night Rocks, presented by Iron City Beer. Oh, that's a sharp-looking ensemble. Kiddo's enjoying this one tonight. 3-2.
Look at that classic way he's wearing a hat. Out of a movie.
Posey.
We got a guy there.
Almost to the track. Posey hasn't homered since mid-June. Nova getting a loud but quick out. Now his pitch count, because of that really sharp start to his night, even after a rough and tumble fifth, he can still go a ways if he resets here in the sixth.
Yeah, as long as he's getting the outs, that'll work just fine. They just can't be grouping hits together anymore, especially now that he has
no leeway
at all. Just a one-run lead.
Longoria walked in the fourth.
Cashed in his insurance.
Well, the Pirates starters in that 3-game series at Coors Field, as Rodriguez back up, they averaged 7 innings a start. 7, 9, and 5. So the bullpen, fresh as it can be coming out of Denver, that's for sure. There's Bell, and 2 gone.
I'm thinking that even if he gets through this inning clean, they might just take 6 from him tonight with that fresh bullpen.
And his spot comes up next inning.
Yeah, it's kind of starting to get hit a little harder, and the control wasn't very up to snuff last inning. You look at all those things.
Yeah, you don't have to just pitch until you hit 100.
No,
sometimes you can go beyond it.
So I mean, let's say Crawford makes an out and he's only thrown 80 pitches. They might still make the move.
Do that fastball by. Yeah, and that's another residual benefit, say, of Tyone going and pitching a complete game.
Yep.
On Tuesday. Now the bullpen's fresh. Clint Hurdle has options. That's also a benefit of having Kella. When the Pirates went and traded for him, now you got 5 guys you really trust down there. You can mix and match. What if a guy's been used a little too much? Okay, he gets the night off. Now you got 4 guys. On a night like tonight, you'd have 5 guys to cover 3 innings. Well, okay, that means 2 guys don't even pitch tonight. If you go an inning out. Better depth, more options, better quality. Now 3-2 after quickly getting ahead 2 strikes on Crawford. Got a swing on that changeup the first time around. He missed with 1 and then the curve. So a 2-out free pass. Yeah, I'm with you. I think now maybe give him another batter here and then. That might be his.
I don't know.
This might be his last batter tonight.
Yeah.
Kind of getting that feeling.
I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised to see him come out of the dugout right now.
It was ahead 0-2. The California Hornblower.
You ever read those books, Hornblowers?
No, I haven't. Tales from the Sea, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Slater a base hit last inning.
Days of Cannon and Sale.
We're trying to protect this 1-run lead. Drops in a nice curve. Well, he's had 2 strikes on Crawford. He walked. And Diaz keeps it in front of him.
Yeah, keeps a tying run off second base.
One-run game, 6th inning. Keep Crawford honest. Really a base stealer. He's got 3, been thrown out 5 times. That's a familiar face. Mark Melanson getting up. He's not been the closer. Will Smith has been in that role lately. Nova was a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning. That was 8 pitches ago. He's a strike away again here. Likely going to finish off his night. 95. Chris Conroy took it off the mask. Cervelli knows all too well about that. Another 1-2 to finish him off. Can Bell work through the scattered bullpen there? That's tough. A lot of things you have to try to think about with the bullpens on the field. Although it is his bullpen, he might get a little verbal help.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad place, to be honest with you. You don't have to worry about the mound. The mound's way down there. It's all flat ground, and you should be getting quite a bit of help from your teammates, coaches, as far as letting you know you got room, that sort of deal. Just a little too far out of his reach is all.
So another 1-2. There you go. Yes. Ryan O'Nora says so. Slater is gone, and so are the Giants in the 6th. Built for Baseball, presented by T-Mobile. And Ivan Nova tonight, 6 strong innings and a lot of what you were hoping to see from him tonight.
Yeah, really, those first 4 innings, exactly what we wanted to see. A lot of early soft contact. Got a little shaky in the 5th, and then a little bit worried there in the 6th, his last inning, but he got through 6 innings, did a good job, and as you can see, he's getting the hugs.
Well, you'll take that. 2 runs, 3 hits over 6 innings. And the Pirates have the lead here, entering the later innings. Another familiar face. With the Giants trailing, they bring in Mark Melanson.
His numbers on the year. Opponent batting average a little high, up by 300 mark.
Yeah, Will Smith is currently serving as their primary closer. Melanson trying to work his way back.
We've lost in space when you say Will Smith.
Men in Black?
No, the old TV show, Lost in Space. The Robinson family.
Oh, okay.
They had, I think, it was Will Robinson and the doctor was Zachary Smith, something like that.
Oh, I see.
You remember that show?
Danger. Yeah, Danger. Yeah, that guy. Well, Will Smith, I would think you would think of the actor in Fresh Prince.
Too old for that.
He was popular 30 years ago.
Well, I know who he is.
You were popular 30 years ago.
I know who he is. But I'm just thinking back to the old days. I was watching black and white TV shows.
And now that, always popular. You're still popular. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that.
Here's the 2-2.
I just noticed it's Friday at home.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's past midnight. Thanks for staying up with us. Ground to Panic. That'll be an error.
Should have definitely been an easy out. Wasn't hit very hard.
Looked like Panic rushed this a little bit. Got a little nervous.
Just kind of clanked it.
Yeah. 4th error. On a Gold Glove a couple of years ago. Leadoff man on for the Pirates for the first time since the 2nd inning. That was the inning they scored 3 times. Jay Hay with 3 steals this year. He's running. Whose throw goes awry.
Oh, that's nice.
And Harrison will be held at 3rd, and Mercer advances to 2nd.
Things are set up sweet now. Nobody out. 2nd and 3rd.
It was going to be a close play at first, but then the ball getting away.
Jordy finally caught a break. They've been hitting all the line drives at everybody.
Looks like he would have been out. So Bucks on the pond, nobody out. And certainly now, if there was any question whether Nova would have come out here, you got to bat for him to see if he can add on to this 1-run lead. So Corey Dickerson will face Melanson. Didn't start against the lefty tonight. Two errors by the Giants set up the Pirates. With runners in scoring position, 284. Giants will bring the infield in most of the way. Harrison at third, Mercer at second. Nobody out. And 2-0. Melanson got a couple of weak ground balls. The Pirates getting 2 men aboard on those 2 errors by guys who have won Gold Gloves, in fact. Longoria, the reigning Gold Glove Award winner last year in the American League, so surprising. Panic won it 2 years ago.
It's just a vote.
I mean, the DH has won it before, but usually
Exactly.
the better guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's you don't. It's just sometimes the best guy wins, and sometimes no way. But it's the way it is. You got to kind of make up your own mind about who the Gold Glove guys
Yeah. Kutch just won a Gold Glove. Crawford, the 3-time reigning Gold Glove Award winner at short in the National League. Little bouncer to Crawford. That's a Gold Glove caliber play right there. Tough hop. Knew he had to hurry though. Wasn't hit hard. Cannot advance the runners. So now 1 out. Infield all the way for Frazier's got a pair of singles tonight. The way that he's been going right now, this is probably the #1 guy you'd want up there right now for the Pirates.
Yep, absolutely. I'd want up there right now.
Down the line.
Yeah, I think it's going to be foul.
Yeah.
That would have been a beauty.
They easily played it a pair.
Too much slice on that one. But now he's in a little bit of trouble. All behind 0-2.
Pirates trying to make something out of nothing. 2 errors in the inning.
They had a great opportunity. Second, third, nobody out.
Still can if he can sneak it through that drawn-in infield. That's what it looks like he's trying to do. It's a little bounder.
Nice job laying off of that one. That looked like Melanson trying to Just nibble the outside corner with that cutter of his.
Frazier's hitting .450 since he's been called up from the minors. That's in 40 at bats now. Hit right here adds to the Pirates' lead in the 7th. And that's the way to do it. That gets one in. Mercer will move up to third. Third hit tonight for Frazier. Picks up an RBI. Pirates double their lead. That was a good at bat, down 2 strikes.
You said it. Get the right guy at the plate right there. Even with the, and he got behind 0-2. Beautifully done. That high fastball and just pushes it out to left field for the RBI single.
Longoria's error, coupled with Panic's error, the Pirates steal a run and still can add more with men at the corners. Making sure that Frazier gets back. Lancer came on just to try to keep it a 1-run game, but got 3 soft bouncers to start. But the 1 hit that he gives up takes a run.
Got away with it right there.
Here on the China Basin out there, the fog's starting to roll in here in San Francisco. Kind of that almost Rockwellian appearance to it. Something of a time gone by. And a very heads-up play. Frazier's going to advance.
That was nice. You know, Marte runs very well, but occasionally he will hit into a double play. With 1 out, that's, I'm sure, what the Giants would have loved to have, but that's off the table now.
So the wild pitch. Puts 2 back into scoring position. The Giants will bring the infield in again. And now Melanson ahead of Marte 1-2. Frazier runs pretty well at second, so ball hit in the right spot to the outfield there. Could be looking at a 4-run advantage pretty quickly. Santana and Rodriguez.
We're getting 2 more in. Not being greedy, but 1 more hit, make it 6-2.
Yeah, you start to feel good. That fog rolling in. Bouncer. Slater comes home. And they've got Marte. Mercer, I beg your pardon. Marte will reach.
We're having a hard time getting that ball in the air, aren't we? Off of, I mean,
What do you say? You know,
that little punch shot was the only one so far.
Yeah, you need a fly ball, get a run in, right? But
it's tough. Sometimes that cutter.
So Frazier moves up to third, but now 2 outs. Still a whistling wind out there. Get that good enough fly ball we saw earlier tonight with Diaz and Bell homering. Pirates leading home run hitter. Chance to break it wide open. That is going straight out to right center. Send one into that fog.
I want to hit that one.
Polanco hitless in 3 trips tonight. He has never faced Melanson. His former teammate. .25 pitch inning, a couple of errors to start. Pirates have picked up a run.
I think Melanson will be trying to get the ball in on Polanco's hands with that cutter at some point.
Jeff Branson. All that work he and Jeff Livesey coaxing Polanco into moving off the plate. One of the top hitters in the National League since that time. Little poke out to left. That's good enough. And Frazier scores. It's going to go as a double for Polanco. The Pirates lead 5-2.
And that was what I was talking about there. He tried to get the ball in on his hands. Did, but sometimes luck is not with you.
And Bruce Bochy's going to come out.
You can see the target is inside. The pitch gets inside. And really just a jam shot, pop fly. So many times. This is just going to be an easy out.
Hansen's playing very deep, too. The Pirates scoring twice in the inning, and Melanson's night is over. Pirates taking advantage of those 2 Giants errors. David Freese with 2 in scoring position, 2 across for the Pirates against Mark Melanson. 2 costly errors by the Giants starting the inning.
That was pretty much I think a clutch 2-out hit there from Polanco. I would have felt like we let him off the hook if he didn't get at least 2 of these runs home. So they've accomplished that. So anything after this is a little frosting on the cake.
That is some delicious frosting. Out of here. David Freese with a 2-out, 3-run home run.
A little sprinkles on that frosting, maybe, huh? That will do it.
That takes the cake. David Freese with home run number 9, making Derek Law and the Giants pay in this 7th inning.
A little ice cream cake.
Oh yeah.
Freese. See what we hit. High 95-mile-an-hour fastball. See ya.
3rd home run for the Pirates tonight. Law, who grew up in Beachview at Seton LaSalle, rudely greeted by his boyhood team. So Melanson in this inning, you know, Melanson's first 3 batters,
it really
3 soft ground balls.
It wasn't his fault tonight.
Oh, that's a swing of beauty.
That is.
Just enough. We said that on the Polanco double. Fell in the right spot. Freese.
And Melanson just had some poor play behind him tonight. And a little bad luck on the little
look at that.
Polanco hit. Everybody in that bench knows how important that home run was.
It was a 1-run game. This is a 5-run inning.
Makes a better game of it, doesn't it?
Now the Pirates trying to win it for Nova, but also, you know, we can pitch the bullpen a little differently if you'd like. With Clay Holmes going tomorrow, relatively inexperienced starter. Crawford has the final out. Pirates pick up 5, taking advantage of the 2 Giants errors. And they lead at the stretch 8-2.
Is brought to you by the Chevy Silverado and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Big 7th inning for the Buccos. Up 8-2, and Adam Frazier driving in the first of those 5 runs. David Freese with a 3-run, 2-out home run. Setting up Richard Rodriguez.
Who has been very good this year. 53 strikeouts. Just those 10 walks. I think probably 2 or 3 of those have been intentional.
Alan Hansen to lead it off for San Francisco. It was a 1-run game. The Pirates, the benefactors of those 2 errors to start the inning. Well, let's give Ivan Nova some credit tonight too. I mean,
the efficiency was back. He really did a good job with the pitch count tonight. Got nice early soft contact.
Yeah, he threw 45 pitches through the first 4 innings. He did 44 for the final 2, though, but he got through it with just 3 hits.
Were all 3 of his group together, all 3 of them?
3 out of 4 batters.
Yeah. Okay, 3 out of 4.
Yeah, but still, yeah, they're
but
all that's grouped together.
I mean, if he could have just spread one of those out somewhere else, it would have been a very strong outing. And even 89 pitches doesn't, tell the story. He could have been even less than that.
Yeah, two runs, 3 hits over 6 innings. Softly hit to Frazier. So 1 out. And this week on an all-new edition of Inside Pirates Baseball, what a difference a year has made for Richard Rodriguez. He's gone from an afterthought with the Orioles to a rock-solid member of the Pirates bullpen. Plus, Ke'Bryan Hayes and his defense keeping him rising through the minor leagues. Those stories and our top plays debut Saturday at 8 p.m. right here on AT Sportsnet. It is quite a story about Richard Rodriguez, and he was outrighted during September last year for the Orioles. You have 40-man roster. I mean,
got on the bad side of somebody.
Always had good numbers in the upper minor leagues. In AA and AAA in his career, he's pitched almost 300 innings and had an ERA around 2.5. At some point, that's not just good luck, or you can only get minor league hitters out. You might want to give them a chance, right? So the Pirates said, okay, we'll sign you to a minor league deal. There's no risk involved whatsoever. And did not even make the club out of spring training. But 2 weeks into the season, the Pirates bullpen was struggling. Got the call up.
Glad that the Orioles didn't have a place for him. Yes, we sure do.
Can you imagine the Orioles obviously having a rough go of it?
Well, sometimes you got a stacked club. You play everybody.
Tongue firmly planted in cheek. Now the Pirates benefit from that decision. Duggar with an RBI single. That was the 3rd of those 3 hits given up by Nova tonight. So the Pirates pitching on this road trip. You think about, none of the starters have run into really any extended trouble. And none have allowed more than 2 runs. And so here, the Pirates take a 6-run lead into the 8th. Music from Dashboard Confessional. Friday Night Rocks tomorrow night. As Bob pointed out, it's rocking on a Friday night back home. 8-2 Buccos here in the 8th. Josh Bell was homered tonight. That was a shot. David Freese's home run off Law last inning, taking it from a 5-2 game to an 8-2 advantage. Derek Law growing up in Pittsburgh, grew up, of course, a Pirates fan. Seton LaSalle, they grew up in Beachview, and so thrilled to get, of course, that big league call, but even almost, I'm sure, is equally thrilling for his dad, Joe, because his dad, Joe, was a big leaguer for the A's, but never got into a game. So never officially a big league player. He was on the roster for the A's for 4 days.
Never got in.
Can you imagine being that close to the major leagues? You're there, you're in uniform, you're active, you never pitch.
Just something, anything.
So never really technically a big league player. So his son Derek does end up making it and pitching, and has had some periods of success up and down, but certainly has been a nice nice follow-up to Joe's career. And of course, for Derek Law, think about the age he was as he was in college and coming home, as Jay wraps one out the left. Back-to-back Buccos aboard here to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, Hansen's turned into a pretty good-looking outfielder.
Cut that ball off.
Well, he's got the the speed to definitely play outfield. That's no doubt about that.
He was let go last year by the White Sox after they Pirates cut him free. They picked him up to Chicago and non-tendered him in the offseason. The Giants gave him a try. After he got called up from the minors, Hansen's been an effective player for him. Mercer with 2 aboard, trying to add on. Wouldn't you know, Law, of course, growing up in Pittsburgh, coming home from college, he was really excited about a new player that they had coming up who might be, the team's next star. Everyone's player was Andrew McCutchen, right? Especially when he was first coming up. Now it's his teammate. From Crawford. And they only get 1 as Bell moves to 3rd.
Was he waiting for him, or he just didn't have the ball in his hand?
Crawford was playing a little over, but still could have probably gotten there a little sooner.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. Infielder being late to the bag.
So with a couple of men aboard,
you'd never see that.
Yeah,
but it happened there.
Colin Moran's going to bat for Rodriguez, who goes an inning. Pirates rookie has been good with runners in scoring position lately. Dovydas Neverauskas starting to loosen. Since July, 8 for 20 with men in scoring position for Moran. got a favorable count, 2-0.
And he's going to cherry pick something right now, something that he knows he can get to the air. Try to get underneath it. Too far.
Mercer aboard on the fielder's choice. Down and in on him. Look at the sack fly predictor, which tells you anything in front of that red line, Bell should not run. How about squirting one through? Moran again. And that's going to move Mercer on to third. Moran's been getting those runs in, and he does there with a little base hit. 9-2.
Yeah, kind of just adding on now. Don't give away any at bats. Might not need runs for the win, but pull that ball right through that hole. Got big hole on that side, of course, with Mercer being held on. Redbeard. Well, there's another RBI.
Frazier will bring in another as Mercer is in. 10-2 Buccos. How about Frazier tonight? 3 for 4 with a pair of RBIs.
Yeah, we spent some time in the open talking about him, how the way he's been playing defense and certainly the way he's hitting. You got to get him in that lineup every night.
Pirates are having a good road trip. Bats coming alive here in the later innings. Really all starts with pitching, and Nova good outing tonight, and you know, on those nights where the offense isn't there, Pirates still in the ball game. But twice out of these 4 games on the trip, they've hit double digits now.
And this isn't Colorado.
Hard place to score runs. One of the toughest year after year. Pirates have put on 2 more here in the 8th. Frazier with RBI number 16. How about Frazier? He's got more extra base hits and as many RBIs as he did before getting called up in that first several months of the season.
You know, it's not like, wow, where'd this come from? It's like, oh, he's himself again.
That's right.
I mean, this is how he hits, at least since he came to the big leagues, except for early this season. Got into that extended slump and couldn't get himself out of it. Very difficult. We've talked about this before, about when you're a bench player and you get in a slump, you're not getting regular at bats, and when you're in a slump, you're even getting fewer at bats than you normally would because you're not hitting. So how do you get out? You in that catch-22 situation. And the answer for Frazier was go to the minor leagues and play every day, get a bunch of at bats, and get it figured out.
And his dad helped him figure it out. His dad sending him a picture of him from a game in Atlanta where, you know, dad's out to go watch his son play. Frazier noticed his hands were very high. Dropped his hands, got his timing back with the way his hands used to be. And he said that's gotten his swing to be back on time where he was used to. And it's sure shown. Pirates pick up 2 more here in the 8th. They're leading the Giants 10-2.
presented by the authority of the Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
As you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the whole true moment later in tonight's game. Big bucko hits tonight. David Freese with that 2-out, 3-run blast. Bell sending one to the seats. Frazier with a couple of RBIs tonight. 3 hits. Diaz is homered tonight. Good pitching as well.
Been the recipe of that winning streak that they had. Remember, the offense was just getting that early lead every night, making it easier on the starters. And tonight they put up that 3 spot with the home runs in that second inning.
Hunter Pence has had a last few years injury riddled. Always entertaining to watch him play baseball. They're trying to figure it out down there.
Take a look at the numbers of Neverauskas. 14 games. 323 average for the opponents. That's where the work needs to be done.
Pence just 218. Now 35 years old. Final year of his deal. Boy, there was a time where you'd never have him out of the lineup. He would play 162 every year, something you almost never see anymore. And an unorthodox swing, and see him out in right field and everything. That kind of herky jerky, heaving throw. And
you watched him, especially when he first came up. You were like, "Wow, what is he doing out there?"
He's a curiosity.
The sidearm throws and stuff. But for years, he made it work, and a heck of a player down, especially down in Houston.
3-time All-Star.
Loved to watch him when he was real young, full of energy. Still is full of energy, but not like Houston.
Yeah, one of my favorites to watch.
Everybody starts getting a little older.
So Neverauskas gets the first out. McCutchen 0 for 3 tonight coming up. And a look at the lowdown. Kenley Jansen heading to the hospital with an irregular heartbeat, a condition that he has been hospitalized for before, and something that they've kept close tabs on. So we hope everything's okay with Kenley Jansen. Remember him when he first came up, so thinking of him tonight for sure. Kutch has had an issue with his eyes tonight. Keeps fussing with them. I think maybe tonight with that howling wind, it might. We saw some of the Pirates players wearing the clear goggles.
Yeah, a lot of guys. Jay Bell used to wear clear glasses all the time when it was windy, keep his contacts from drying out.
Yeah, that Josh Harrison wearing something like that, rose-colored glasses. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, I guess Kutch is having an issue with that. Just trying to. Hard to hit when you can't see. Looking there. at 97 from Neverauskas.
Right there to the top of the strike zone. And no doubt that's a strike.
Never saw it.
Yep, definitely messing with his eyes.
Well, 2 outs now. Giants have 3 hits tonight. They all came in the 5th inning. Pirates starters on this road trip, an ERA of 2.33, averaging almost 7 innings a start. Of a good outing tonight. Bullpen has kept the Giants quiet so far. Rodriguez, 1-2-3 7th. On the lowdown, the Mariners sending King Felix to the bullpen. He's never pitched in relief. And the A's picking up Fernando Rodney from the Twins. 1-2-3 8th. And it's starting to get more and more like a Pirate win. The Giants, Clay Holmes will get the start for the Buccos. Derek Holland is the starter for the Giants, and our coverage begins at 9:30 tomorrow night right here with the WB Mason pregame show, and then baseball for you just east of Hawaii.
Folks out here with their Hawaiian shirts.
Must have got those at PNC.
Yeah, it's a tough night. If you come out here with a Hawaiian shirt, you know what you need? You need a sourdough bowl full of clam chowder.
Oh, that sounds good.
And they sell that here
at
the ballpark. And it is delicious. And on a cool night like this, wow, would that be good?
Hunter Pence will take over in right field for Andrew McCutchen, who leaves the game. And the bespectacled Pierce Johnson. So windbreakers he's wearing on his eyes. Yeah, we were treated to some delicious delights tonight.
We had that for dinner along with crab sandwiches and sourdough toast. Oh man, they took care of us. It's regular fare here at the ballpark.
The smell of the garlic fries here. Best ballpark food in the West.
Yeah, there are some. Yeah, I mean, there are definite baseball ballpark destinations that, if you're a big fan and you want to do a little traveling, this is one of them for sure.
Pretty views during the day.
AT Park.
To Pence. 1 out. Easternmost in quality, westernmost in flavor.
What a place. Right on the bay. Now when it's nice and clear, you can look right over. And you can see Oakland, see the Oakland Coliseum, which we can see tonight because the lights are on over there.
Yeah, catch a game here.
World's biggest glove.
That is a pretty cool feature. We're partial to our park. This one rivals it, though. There's no doubt. Hey, there's the Oakland Coliseum.
Getting ready for the football game tomorrow.
Preseason.
All water between here and there.
Maybe you can start your Bob Walk baseball boat tour. This would be a good place to do it.
Do it up and down the coast. Yeah. Seattle, Oakland, San Francisco, into San Diego.
I'll buy the first ticket when you get that founded.
I just throw the ideas out there for other people to run with.
But then they couldn't call it the Bob Walk baseball
Don't want
boat
it to be
tour.
called that. It's not a catchy name at all.
Casey Sadler starting to get up. Looks like he pitched the ninth. I was just thinking about him.
Back into that bullpen, stays rested. I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, I was just thinking about him because we were talking earlier about Derek Law's dad, who never got into a game. Now, Sadler, of course, has pitched in the major leagues, but he hasn't pitched in the major leagues in 3.5 years and didn't know if he'd ever come back. Looks like he's going to get that chance. April 12th, 2015. Tony Sanchez was the catcher that day at Milwaukee's Miller Park when he got the start. Down toward him and right.
Fair ball.
And a fair ball. Freese is going to have himself a shot at second base.
They go hit or an error.
Hard for us to see. We're
It just popped. It looked like it just popped out of his glove.
He's there. Oh. Yeah.
Now, was it fair or foul? Boy, that was close.
It'll be an error on Pence, and the ball is in fair territory when it's touched. At least that's how it's ruled. Kind of hard for us to see on that angle, but so the third Giants error tonight. Diaz with a 2-run home run back in the second. He was trying for another. Hey, why not 10-2? I saw one of the goals there.
They are big here. They're way bigger here on the Pacific Coast than they're at least twice as big as the Florida Seagulls.
They are plump.
Look like a white wild turkey when they land here in front of you. I mean, they're that big.
Look at that.
They're huge. That doesn't give you an idea how big and fat they are. Because that really is a huge glove. But these seagulls are monstrous.
Well, they're fed well here. We were just talking about the great food here. They know it too.
If this was Alfred Hitchcock's birds, I wouldn't want these guys after me. They're very well fed.
Yeah, they know what time it is. Time to eat. With all the fans filing out on this one side of the game. Now Crawford juggles one. Something in the air tonight.
Are they wearing their gold gloves?
We'll rule that a hit. With Diaz running, I'm not so sure, but let's see it from this angle. I would think.
Well, if he backhands it, he's going to throw him out, but you know, it was hit hard, so give him a hit. Need one for the thumb.
Okay. He hit a 107.
It's a hit, yeah.
Yeah, second hit tonight. Bell's hit one out tonight as well. Two aboard here in the ninth. Zoom.
Yeah. Right in front of the camera.
And 85 on StatCast. Not bad.
Hey, that's, you know, every ballpark has to have like a signature. Here's the Seagulls late. The big boys. Nice pitch there.
Somewhere Randy Johnson smirks. Double play ball. Well, running it out hard, made it a bang bang play at first, but that ends the Pirates' ninth. If you're a Giants fan tonight, this one's for the birds. Friday, August 17th, when they host the Cubs at 7:05. The first 20,000 fans get a free Pirates t-shirt thanks to the Western PA Toyota dealers. And it's a $1 Dog Night presented by Sugardale. Pirates.com/free shirt Fridays. And the Pirates return home to Pittsburgh. Right now here in San Francisco, feeling good. 10-2, 3 outs to go. And what a nice story it is here in the ninth inning. You think about being out of the major leagues for 3.5 years, and Casey Sadler back here tonight.
Yeah, he's got to be very Very happy with what's going on at this moment. A lot of thoughts going through his head, I'm sure, as he was down there warming up.
1,215 days since that early April start against the Brewers in Milwaukee. Went down to the minor leagues and then got hurt. First day of summer that year, and will not see action again for a year and a half after undergoing Tommy John surgery. Having to make his way back. 28 years old now, a father. He was not a dad last time he pitched in the major leagues. Got a little girl at home now, and Harrison having to range far. He wants to get that out. Good ranging play, but just
an easy catch also. I mean, see Bell, his reaction. He's upset with himself for not catching that. Bounced about 3 inches in front of the glove.
there is an error, but hasn't been assigned yet. Usually would go on the throw because it was in the dirt. But you're right, Bell feeling like he should have had that, I'm sure.
Yeah, if Jay gets the error, which he probably will, I mean, Bell's probably going to say something to him, say, hey, I'm sorry, that's my fault.
I'll just get a double play ball, right? Clean it up for Sadler in his 8th major league game here at age 28. Re-signed twice with the Pirates as a minor league free agent. Never known another organization. Already beating the odds as a 25th rounder 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Softly hit.
You know, that's twice now that Sadler has let a ball go through, thinking that the infielder is going to get it. 2 in a row. The first one, he pulled his glove back to let Jay take. This one here, he pulled his glove back.
He's going to put his glove down next time. That was strange.
He was going to go up and get it and then decided to let it go, which he should have. He should have let it go. He might not have been able to catch it anyway. But if he tries to jump up and catch that, the best thing, or what is going to happen is it's going to go off the tip of his glove, and that's what you don't want to do. You just let that ball go like he did.
That goes as a single. The earlier one is on a missed catch by Bell, so they gave the error to Bell on the previous play. And 2 little ground balls. This is how the Pirates ended up having such a big lead in this game.
If they're not going to score 8 runs.
Yeah, but just to recap, in the 7th, it was 2 little soft ground balls like that started the inning. Yeah, the Pirates ended up scoring 5 times in the 7th. That took a 1-run lead and helped get them close to the margin that they have now. Two on for the Giants with nobody out, 3 outs away. A 3rd straight Pirates victory. Fought it off himself. Alan Hansen on deck. Stand to the end. I like that. Make sure you get the all 27. And a strikeout.
Sadler needed that.
I was talking with Casey the other day.
What did he say?
And he was very satisfied with where he was in life and in his career. And a fairly new father.
Back in the big leagues.
But he had been called up earlier this season and did not pitch. And he said, you know what, if I never pitch again in the major leagues, I've pitched in the major leagues. And I've done my best to get back, and I'm satisfied with that. But of course, you know, he'd like to pitch in the major leagues for the rest of his ability to do so, of course. But I think just being at that piece at this age is a nice thing, and you know, having the perspective of being married and having a child, and a little bit different than, you know, baseball's not everything. But it's a lot, and it's, I'm sure, very reassuring and
helps pay the bills.
Yeah. Get the sure out there here, and now an out away from a Pirate victory. Well, I bet you it was good for you too. I mean, you know, you think about that time where you spent predominantly in the minors for a couple of years, and then finally making it back, being a Pirate, and then, you know, for Sadler's case, you know, who knows? Maybe he's pitches well into his 30s.
I think he was a little more philosophical than I was at that time.
Our own Jason Steele, who's always on top of everything, and tells us that in the last game that Sadler pitched in the major leagues, where Tony Sanchez was the catcher in his start, the Pirates won that game 10-2. Not away from doing so here, if they can get the final out. And that big bounder going to the wall will play the pair. So Panic with a 2-out, 2-run double makes it a 10-4 margin. Well, history will not repeat itself.
Panic did a nice job there. You know, and that's what happens. Guys aren't going to give away at bats. Doesn't matter what the score is.
Those runs will be unearned after the error started the inning. Duggar will get another chance.
Pitch by Sadler, got him to chase it. One more.
And a little low, or outside.
Could have gave him that one. Nobody would have cared. Except Duggar.
Vasquez gets the night off.
One more strike.
Slicing and fair. for the Giants. 10-5 after a 3-run ninth inning outburst. You're right, Bob. They don't give away at bats.
No, nobody does. I mean, everybody's greedy. Yeah, you do find every now and then you'll find somebody that's going to go through the motions at the end of a ball game, but especially you know, the younger players, they're taking it right to the end. They aren't giving nothing away, no matter what the score is. They want a hit. They want an RBI.
Ray Surge out. Talk with Sadler. Two out doubles, scoring 3 times. And now Kella having to get hot. Guess this thing gets a little closer.
Yeah, you didn't want to have to warm anybody up. That would have been the best case scenario. But they'd play a little bit better defense to start this inning off, and none of this would happen.
Pence will bat again. And he's down to strike. Sadler waited 3.5 years to pitch again in the big leagues. Looking for that 3rd out. Out to Mercer. And the Pirates have won 3 in a row. They're 3-1 on this road trip after a 10-run outburst tonight. They beat the Giants here in the series opener.
Yeah, real nice recipe tonight. They got a solid start from Nova, and it was made easier by some early run scoring. A couple of home runs early in the ball game got them off to a lead, and that's really one of the things that they did extremely well in that recent winning streak they had. They're doing it again now.
Good starting pitching. Nova the winner tonight, and the Pirates stay hot on the road. Freeze with that big home run tonight as well. Plenty to talk about here tonight, so let's send it back to our studios with Rob and Michael. Better.